Let's play Minecraft, episode 4, Starter House, stage 1. In this episode, I finally start building the starter house. And add some floors. And add a roof. Hopefully we'll get stage 1 complete of the starter house today. Another relaxing day. We'll start by chopping trees, but not too much chopping. Well, at least I'll edit that bit out anyway. Finally, I'm ready to start the house. With this build, I will fast forward, hopefully, the repetitive bits. Starting off with 3 logs on each corner. We'll strip them later, make them look a bit better. And I kind of want this section here to be like an extra room that sticks out a bit. I kind of like the pine tree look, especially when it's stripped, and then I'm going to use the stone brick for the outside. And I'm only going to do a single layer, even though some people like to use dual layer kind of houses so they can do more of an interior decorating, but we'll keep this one quite simple. So starting off with just the stone brick and then adding in some random kind of cobblestone and then the brick tiles here as well. So just kind of place in the brick and the cobblestone just to break it up a bit. I think it makes it look a little bit more maybe authentic if you do that. Not too much, but just a little bit to break it up. I'm not sure if I like the cobblestone look. It kind of looks like it makes it look a bit interesting from a distance, I think. And then just strip these logs with right-clicking the axe. I'm sure you know how to do that. And I usually like to put fences on there if you haven't got any nice like lanterns or anything at this stage. You can just kind of put fences and then you can put the torches on there rather than just sticking them straight on the wood. I think it looks a bit better. And go around and put them on the corners of all the house so it's nicely lit up. And it looks pretty decent, I think. Now we'll just put in some glass panes for windows. It's much better to use the panes of glass rather than the full glass blocks, because it does save you quite a lot of glass resources, especially in the beginning, and it gives you a bit more depth in the wall as well. Kind of gives it like a little shelf effect. And this is going to be the main bedroom, so we'll put a nice big window in here. You can kind of just place them around wherever you feel like. And if you added a glass block there, it would kind of just becomes part of the wall there. And now we'll start the roof section. I kind of want to build this up a bit and then out. So then the second story will actually be a block wider. And plus, it looks kind of cool when you stick it out a little bit. So I just want to go around the edge and we'll go up 1 because this is a bit too low. And plus we want a room for the floor and the roof of the stage 1. So stage 1 we'll just do the first story. And then stage 2 we'll move on to the second story, I think. So we'll just go out one block and go around the edge with logs, and kind of we'll stick them out the edge a bit just to make it look like the log has been kind of placed on there. And then afterwards we'll probably put some fences or maybe gates under there just to kind of look like it's being supported up there. Also gives it breaks up the stone look a bit, I think. Go all the way around the edge and all of the corners, and then strip the logs. There we go, and that's almost the first story done, or the outside and then the edge. You can also use any other type of log if you prefer a different log color. And this is going to be the main entrance that we'll probably never use, but it will look good, and it goes out to the stream there. So we'll put a double door there later, and then just add some pressure plates. And now to dig out the floor. And just to save resources here, we'll use a alternating pattern of oak and pine half slabs, because you do save quite a lot of wood if you use the half slabs. And it is a little bit annoying to place alternating, but I think it looks pretty cool having the alternating slabs just for the colors. It's like wood checkerboard. And then we'll use the same on the roof when we do that a little bit later. Oh, the squid is dying. It's been swimming around there for ages. But there's another one over there. This we kind of want a double door with steps here, but also we still need to have a gate system, otherwise mobs can just wander around and break in your door. So we'll put a door with some kind of pressure plates to open it easily and some gates as well. And then we do need a random back door here as well, which is probably one I'm going to use the most as it's closest to the mine and other things. Spruce doors look cool too, I think. I went through before and I was editing how many times I open my inventory, and it is so many times. But that's probably not interesting to watch, so I'll get rid of that. And then we had to test this fence section as well, just to make sure nothing can jump over the edge, including me. Because we probably will get raided pretty soon, and when that happens we definitely want somewhere to be able to hide. I think we've still only got a leather cap as armor at the moment too, so. Just check you can't jump over the fences at the side. And then we'll just add a double gate at the front as well as the door. Because this house is functional as well as looking fairly decent. And you want to have pressure plates so you can get out of the house but not back in. Otherwise the mobs will just trigger the pressure plates. And also just test jumping over the sides there. So we'll have to remove that wood block there. And just test the jumping over. all secure. Almost. Almost secure. I think we're going to get rid of that wood block too. I mean dirt block there. And just blend it in a little bit. And out the back we'll add fences and a simple gate as well. As well as a door. And grab some pressure plates, which need to be color coded to the floor tiles. Well, they don't need to be, but it looks nicer. Just set these on a bit of a slab out here as well, so then they blend in. A little bit of the floor going out, just like a little balcony. And this is like a dual function pressure plate here, because it opens the fence and the door, which is kind of handy. And then it opens and closes the door and the fence. And then we can add another one on the inside as well. So as you walk through, it'll open and close the door and the fence, so that it's all secured. Just as long as you don't put any villagers in here. And then color-coded pressure plates down there. And you can't even tell they're there then. And just add a crafter in there. And the final pressure plate for the main doors. But we'll do the most of the interior another day. Because the interior is quite a lot of work. And there it is. The outside is almost done, except for some extra little plants and things, I think. And we'll just quickly add a roof, which will be the same as the floor, as it will be the upstairs floor later on. We'll just add this half slab on the same level as the kind of roof there. And then when we do build second level, you can have the same floor up there as well. Nice and checkery, and I think we even matched it to the floor checkers. Not that that matters, I guess, or maybe it does. Just put some quick torches in here for now, so we don't end up with a bunch of creepers and other random things while we're away. And I think over on this kind of outlook area, we can just place a bed. That's what I'm doing now. No, actually. We'll add another tier on this roof just to give it a bit more kind of, I don't know, depth to the roof. And just more slabs that match the top slabs. Because you can't really do much with a half slab up the top anyway, with that area. I wonder if you can hear that dog in the background. That dog's always barking. Nice view out there of the ocean. Or the river. I guess it's a river, isn't it? Not an ocean. And then just grab the bed. And we'll eventually have double bed there. Not that I need double bed, but there we go. That's the build. It's a little bit bare on the inside, but we'll fix that up. Such a nice spot by the river. Doesn't look like much from the outside yet, as we haven't done the second layer, but once the second layer is on, it'll look quite good. I'll have to move all the storage in there as well. And I will leave you with a nice 1-minute time lapse of the build process. And hope you enjoyed watching this episode of the Starter House build and episode 4. If you watched to the end, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video.